people will get it?
Yes.
She wouldn't give it to you?
No.
What'd you think of her?
That's what I did a day.
Mm-hmm.
And she I thought you said ask her earlier. I said no. She asked my last name. And then I thought she has to talk to the library card. I said yes. And yeah, I knew she was going to pull up my library card. So I just said that I'll get one for you. And then she said that you need to come up there with your ID to get one.
Oh, I see. Well, thank you for trying, sweetheart. I appreciate it. I didn't realize it took an ID, so I'm glad you told me that. Thank you. Watch me first. What? I guess I better take my ID. I guess I better take my ID. Yeah, I need a guest pass. I accidentally logged in too many times.
I can give you your card number.
I already have my card number. It won't work.
I can't give you a guest pass once you use your 2 sessions.
Well, I logged in once and logged out to move because there were some kids that were too loud.
Right, I still can't give you a guest pass.
Oh, so I moved because kids were too loud and you won't give me another one?
We could have then possibly, but
Why can't you do it now?
because you can only use your card number, you can't get a guest pass.
Well, they've always let us do it before. Who's your boss?
Jeff Vincent?
Okay, can I speak to him?
He's not here.
Okay, because this is the first, I've come here for years and nobody's ever said that to me. Well, let me ask somebody else then.
The only other people that are at the reference desk is me.
Okay, I'll ask her.
Hey, I think she wants to ask you. I already told her we couldn't give her one, but she doesn't believe me, I guess.
I had to move. There was a little boy that was videotaping me and my son. And I had to move and log out and used my time logging in and out real quick.
Even if you haven't used your hour,
Yeah.
you already have one session, so.
Well, I've always been able to do it before. Y'all have always given the guest passes out to us before. I've come here for years and y'all have done it.
That's their policy, I don't know.
Well, it's a new policy because that's never been what we've done before.
No, we'll have to talk with Jeff tomorrow.
Who's Jeff?
That's what I just told you.
The manager. Yeah.
Oh, there's only one Jeff.
He's just quoting the policy.
Yeah.
Okay, but that's not the policy that y'all have used before. And it's not my fault if the kids are videotaping me and I want to move.
Well.
Let me I can give you Jeff's card, but other
I
than
mean,
that,
why wouldn't you just print me one out? You've got one sitting right there.
you can speak to Jeff, but that's all we can do.
I have seen people come up here and do this many times, over genealogy too. So this was not your policy. When did y'all start using it?
Whether somebody might not have enforced it, but...
Oh, no. I've come here for years. I've seen people do it routinely, so I know it's not your policy. Why you tell me that it's your policy?
Because it is.
When did that start?
It's always been.
No, it hasn't.
Yes, ma'am.
No, sir, it hadn't. I've got that on video, too, and I can prove that, too. You're lying. You're harassing me. Oh, hi. I just went up there and asked them to give me a guest pass, which they've done for years. I had to move because there was a boy over there videotaping me and Jake. So I had to log in and log out. And it used up all my logins. They won't give me a guest pass, and they have done it here for years. I've seen people go up to that counter many times and get one, and over at Genealogy, too. And they're telling me that that was always their policy, and they never did that. And that's bull. I know they have.
I was doing that before. I used up all my. You can go on.
So you've done it before, too, and they've given you a guest pass?
Not requested one to use my entries up. I just gotta go home.
Well, I didn't get to use my time because they let the kids run around here the way they do. There was a girl running back in here, some kid roaming around. They were all back there laughing and carrying on. You know, I mean, and then on top of that, I have to lose my right to use the library because I don't want to be disruptive. And I'm the one who does something about it because the librarians don't enforce the policies here. They came up to me one day. You wouldn't believe what they said to me. I was sitting over there at that back computer, and the assistant librarian walked up to me and told me that I was harassing the children in the children's section. What does that sound like to you? That's what pedophiles do, isn't it? He stood over there in front of 50 people sitting over here at these computers and said that to me. And I almost fell out. And I started walking up here, videotaping me and my son ever since then. Because I had reported the kids that were harassing me. They were jumping up from bookshelves in front of me and stuff like that. This one kid walked up to me. I came out of the bathroom. He was standing right outside the bathroom door one day. And he starts talking to me like I had to come, like I had a date with him or something. I didn't even know the kid and never talked to him. And so I started videotaping me and my son, and the librarians jumped all over me because I told that kid that he needed to mind his own business and leave me alone. And I didn't even say it like that. I was like, you know, I'm sorry, I don't want to speak to you. But he kept interrupting me, like when Jake and I'd come and go from the door and stuff. He'd do the same thing. And then other kids, too. So it just turned into this little game of hide and seek with these teenage kids running all over the place. I mean, they were so bad, it was terrible. You know? So, I mean, it's just the way it is. I just want you to know that because this has happened to me in front of everybody here. And I am not a pedophile, and I don't appreciate being accused of one in public. You know, on top of that, it's bad enough that people don't want to do their job, but to punish everybody else. There was a man here, I told the lady that ran for mayor, he called her and asked her for help. He is an elder in the Catholic Church. He asked a woman to stop talking on her cell phone and listening to music and stuff. She was doing it real loudly in here. They banned him from coming to this library, and he is an elder in the Catholic Church. Can you believe that? He never bothered anybody. All he did was ask that woman to stop acting that way. She went up there and complained and said that he was telling her what to do. They banned him from coming here. That's ridiculous, isn't it? Huh? Well, they told me no, they wouldn't do it. They told me that's never been their policy. How many times have you done it?
Several.
Yeah, and I've seen people all the time go up there and get guest passes, so they're lying, and I told them they weren't. I told them they were harassing me, too.
We're doing that.
I'm just going to throw this away. I mean, you've done it several times. I've seen people go up to that counter all the time and ask them for guest passes after they've, on top of that, the reason I had to move is because those kids were so loud. Yeah. We should probably go. They're standing up looking at me like I just committed a crime by telling them they were full of crap. And they are. I said it very politely. Yeah, see, now they call security like that done something wrong. That's ridiculous. You believe that?
No,
It's ridiculous. I didn't do anything wrong.
yeah, okay. It's that kind of,
Yeah. I know they just take my head off every time they get a chance to. There's no reason for it. What time is it? Yeah. It's Wednesday, November 12th, isn't it? Yeah, it's ridiculous. They just want to do what they want to do and arbitrarily decide when they're going to let people use the library computers, and they don't even pay for them. That's ridiculous. See what I'm talking about? They call security over there. Like I'm going to go over there with a gun and shoot them all. They're looking for reasons to ban me from coming here, and I haven't done anything wrong. I mean, what would you do? Yeah, you don't know. Somebody publicly accused you of being a pedophile and harassing people. They started taking away your rights to use the library to do it. Yeah. Yeah, they would, wouldn't they? So, I just leave. That's what they're doing, but they don't have the right to tell people. Taxpayers pay for this library. They don't. They work here because we're here. They're not here to decide when they think they get to use the library. They can't, And for them to do this and cost it, I tell them sure doing it. I know that it's wrong. For them to call security and make a big spectacle out of it like I've done something wrong, that's ridiculous. Like I've done something wrong, It's unbelievable. Huh? What? What is it? Do you want it? I'm going to have to call. He's not here. We don't have the car. So we'll just go walk over. We'll just go walk over to Johnny's. Huh? Yeah, we'll call him from over there. Ridiculous. I'm sorry to Jacob, but what you have to do when people do you that way is speak up for yourself and tell them that that's what they're doing and that you know it, and that's it. That doesn't mean that you have to stand there and make them do what you say, but what they're doing, I've told Roland that I know what he's doing. I tell people that I know. Yeah, but at least they know that you know, and that you're telling them, and that you're going to publicly say it, and that you're not afraid to, and that you know exactly what's going on. That way their little delusions that they can control your world and are getting away with it don't work. So, I don't mean to embarrass you, but they're embarrassing me. They don't have the privilege of deciding who they think gets to use the library and who doesn't. That's not their privilege. They are there because the library is open. They are not there to decide who they think should get to use it and who, you know, it's not, they don't get to make those policies up. And they stood there and told me that there was always their policy. And you know as well as I do that that's not the case. Right? So, hi. You wanna, well, let's see. Yeah. Yeah, I'm going to call him now. Turning on my little disc voice recorder. And I'm going to stop now, because I have to call Roland. So I'm going to do that now. It is Wednesday, November the 12th, 2014, and it is, what time is it, Jake?
It's 20 hours old. 8:15 whatever.
Yeah, okay.
So just.
Thank you.